Hey, boys and girls again. Here again, February 17th today, and I'm going to go real quickly with you over your lessons for today. So on Google Classroom, find February 17th. You're going to start with 19.2 in math, continuing making these pictographs. When you open it with Cami, it will look like this. So yesterday you answered some questions about reading the pictographs. Today you are going to be making the pictographs, which means you're going to draw in the pictures where it belongs. All right, so it'll give you the tallies or the facts, and you have to decide how many pictures to draw over here. And the key tells you what the picture should be that you draw and also what it stands for. So on this one, the key says each blue oval stands for one flower. So if Jesse has 3 flowers, there's the 3 ovals. So how many would you draw for Inez? That's right, 5. So you would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ovals there. Okay, I would like you to read all of these pictographs, draw your own symbols inside, and then be sure to answer each question. You're going to do every single problem, including the hot multi-step problem. And don't forget to do the daily assessment task. And again, you do not need to do the homework. That is it for the math. And looking back at our Google Classroom, the next thing is reading graphs. There is a worksheet to pull up on Cami. And, where is that one? That one. It's this one. Okay, this is what it looks like here. This one's kind of fun, actually. So reading graphs, shapes around the room, hearts, circles, stars, squares, and triangles. So answer the questions on the bottom. So what is the title of this graph? Well, you'll find that at the top right here. All right. And which shape is shown the most? If you said triangles, you're right. All right, make sure you do both pages. This is also a graph using tallies. Be sure to answer these questions as well. Back on our Google Classroom here, February 17th. Here's our reading week. And it says to read Cesar Chavez again. Now, I'm not going to read you the story again. I did read it to you yesterday. So you're more than welcome to go back and look at the video again from yesterday if you want to have it read to you again, or you can go on McGraw-Hill and listen to it that way. But after you do that, I would like you to do this vocabulary worksheet in Cami. Very familiar. We know how to do this. These are the vocabulary words I talked about yesterday and on the story Brave Bessie, which I'm going to read to you tomorrow. So no worries about that just yet. Your vocabulary words are agree, interest, challenging, perform, discover, study, heroes, and succeed. So let's see. What is something that you might perform in front of an audience? If you said maybe a dance recital or a play, you're right. Yep. And then yesterday your question was, what is your favorite thing to study? One of my favorite things to study is dinosaurs and fossils. I just love that. Who would be your hero? Is it a police officer, a firefighter, your dad, your brother? Who's your hero? And if you succeed at something, that means that you do well at something. What is something that you might discover in the dirt? What in school is very challenging to you? Is it math? Is math challenging to you? Usually if something is challenging to you, that means it's difficult or it's hard to do. Do you often agree with what your parents tell you to do? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. When you agree with someone, you think the same way. And interest. What interests you most? Do you like animals? Do you like sports? What is your interest? So be sure to fill in the blanks with those vocabulary words. Now there is 8 sentences and there are 8 words. You should only use them once. Do the second part here as well. You are welcome to draw the letter on each line, or you can draw lines to the definition. Okay, the first one says, To find for the first time, what would that word be? If you said discover, you're right. All right, that is our vocabulary word. The next thing we have is our phonics lesson on Google Classroom. And that is this one right here. Now it shows this card. We've done VCCV, we've done VCV. Well, this one is VCCCV. Okay, and notice here the line is in between these two consonants, but down here it's in between these two consonants. So in this word explain, we have the line between the X and the P because this is the first syllable and this is the second syllable. In the word pumpkin, we have it between the P and the K because pump is the first syllable and kin is the second syllable. So that's something you really have to think about and decide, where do we divide those syllables? The first sheet has the coding done for you so you can see it. Oh, look at that. I see those two dots above the A because it follows the W. All right, and I see here that we have VCCCV patterns here. All right, be sure to answer those questions and then code these words here and answer the questions below. All right, almost getting through. Next thing is the plural nouns. Okay, yesterday we talked about singular pronouns. Now these are plural pronouns. That means more than one person. A pronoun agrees with the noun it replaces. A singular pronoun replaces a singular noun, but a plural pronoun replaces a plural noun. The pronouns we, you, they can take the place of a plural noun or a noun and a pronoun together. So circle the plural pronoun, that's hard to say, that fits in this sentence. Mary and I are eating lunch. Is it we or they will have pizza? It would be we because it has the word I in it. It's talking about me personally. All right, just one page there. Back to Google Classroom, peep and weather. Okay, this is just a really fun video that I put on there. It's just cute, so enjoy. And then the last thing is, this goes with the peep and the weather video, is when you open it in Cami, is the Social Studies Weekly Week 16, People, Seasons, and Weather. So be sure to read all of this lesson. You can always zoom in and zoom out wherever you need to. Read it very carefully. Oh, this one's cool because it talks about natural hazards and disasters. Now, we've already talked about weather and science, so we should know a lot about weather, okay? But this kind of goes a little bit further. And then be sure to do the last page on here. This is a climate map of Texas. So you're going to look at this climate map. It has the code here. And we talked about maps last week too. So we should know very much about maps and keys. Like this talks about this dark green is mixed humid. So this dark area right here is mixed and humid. Okay. So then look very carefully at it and answer the questions below. Okay. Well, that pretty much concludes where's February 17th? Our February 17th lessons for today. And I'm not going to read you any story today because you can look at the video yesterday if you need to. But if you need some help, Classroom Dojo is there. But you should be good, and good luck, and stay safe and stay warm.